What is going on, you wonderful thought-having people? As always, I'm Jake from Give It Thought, and let's just get right into this unfortunate news? I don't know, you be the judge. Some rumors have been circling the internet drain as of late all about Skylanders, and it's not good news for fans of the Toys to Life franchise. There are multiple reports that the whole shebang has been cancelled. Now, before we get too far into this, I just wanted to say there is no concrete evidence for this, but a lot of circumstantial evidence has been linked back to the declining series. Less evidence has been used to convict murderers, so, this could point to something. Not a murder though, unless you count Spyro. Doesn't that just break your heart? So let's look at the evidence we have here. Vicarious Visions is the main studio behind Skylanders, and yesterday morning this picture popped up on Destiny's Twitter feed. Yep, you're reading that right. It says, Vicarious Visions is excited to announce that we are partnering with Bungie to further expand the award-winning Destiny universe. So should we expect to see little cartoony Guardian figurines that we can bring to life with the use of a Destiny portal of power? I hope so, that would be hilarious, but that's obviously not in the future. The thing is, this is not an odd occurrence. Both Bungie and Vicarious Visions are working under the Activision banner, and the publisher likely funneled some of, or all, of the Skylanders devs' workforce over to a more successful game. We don't know if this is permanent, but if it is, things are looking pretty bleak for Spyro's pug form. If they have no developers, then how are they going to make another game? Another staggering reality for the game is that sales are nothing like they were 5 years ago when the franchise first hit store shelves. According to CNBC, and yes, I am surprised as you to see them reporting on this kind of thing, but according to them, the sales of Skylanders topped $3 billion last year. But this year, the franchise saw a whopping 41% decline in sales after Imaginators failed to meet expectations. Copycat franchises like Disney Infinity have already ceased production of their very similar games, although the LEGO version by Warner Bros. Continues to chug on. The thing is, analysts believe that Disney's Toys to Life game outsold Skylanders, so why would they close? Well, it seems to be a sales projection thing. Apparently, Disney did not see the business strategy pushing past the short-term success. In other words, Disney cashed in their chips and ran before the fad was over, which I gotta say was a pretty smart move. I have to agree with the market analyst CNBC consulted for their story. He said, "It seems like much of the magic of this idea has already been pretty much executed on. Kids got the idea, and it feels like both collectors and kids are beginning to move on to something else. For me, who is unapologetically not a fan of the series, this seems like the right assertion about the situation Activision has found themselves in. They had Cars last year, and now they're doing this thing where you can create your own character. Where does Vicarious Visions go from here? The gimmick may have played itself out. Just compare it to a similar franchise which was also published by Activision, Guitar Hero. Even though I have tons of nostalgia for those games, you have to admit it was a gimmick that just couldn't last. I mean, Activision still tries to revive it every few years, but I do believe it is done now. For whatever reason, video games with peripherals just never sell well in the long term. They're just a flash in the pan that we get every few years, and while some of them are pretty good, there's just no beating the gimmick game. All that said, we could see a new Skylanders bust out in 2017 that will blow everyone's socks off. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. The developers could just be taking a little sabbatical, sort of like Ubisoft is doing with the Assassin's Creed franchise, where they are not releasing a game in the previously yearly franchise this year. I don't know, stories like this, to me anyway, always equate with people losing their jobs, and that's what I hate the most. So good luck to all those talented developers that may or may not get laid off if the franchise is dropped. Goodness knows Activision is no stranger to layoffs. But I just wanted to catch everyone up on the rumor, and it is just that, a rumor, that Skylanders may be getting the boot soon. So what do you think about this? Do you like Skylanders, and are you sad to see it go? I know some people who play it with their kids, so I get why some people might lament the series passing. So be sure to tell me your thoughts on this down below. But I think that's where I'm going to have to end this video. If you enjoyed this video, you know what you have to do. Hit that like button for me, and if you're new here, why not subscribe? I put out a new video every single day, and if you want to be caught up on all the latest gaming news, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button. And if you missed yesterday's video, it was all about Ellie's tattoo in The Last of Us Part 2. That sounded a little weird saying it like that. But be sure to go check that video out if you're excited for that game, which I'm sure you are. But I think that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, give thought to everything.